The sky is turning charcoal and the air is getting thick. The lightning is a jagged and a terrifying trick. I'm sitting on a swing with a glass of lemonade, watching how the colors of the afternoon fade.
The dust is kicking up and the screen door starts to bang to the rhythm of the blues that the lonely elders sang. I'll grab my old Gibson and I'll tune it to the wind, letting all the chaos of the atmosphere begin.
The barometer is shaking and the roof is starting to moan, the loudest kind of silence that I've ever really known. On a stormy porch, waiting for the rain to wash away the worry and the residue of pain. Let the thunder rumble through the marrow of the bone while we watch the weather from my wooden weathered throne.
Drop hits the railing with a heavy silver thud, turning all the dry earth into a riverbed of mud.
I'm playing for the clouds and I'm playing for the gale, a melody of thunder that will never ever fail.
The hanging plants are dancing
in a frantic wild display, losing all the heat of a long and humid day. I'll wrap myself in flannel and I'll listen to the roar, safe behind the threshold of the sturdy oaken door. Electric in the fingers, electric in the sky, watching all the heavy-headed tempests passing by. On a stormy porch, waiting for the rain to wash away the worry and the residue of pain. Let the thunder rumble through the marrow of the bone while we watch the weather from our wooden weathered throne. destination is completely out of view, parallel to everything I used to know. Watching the seasons in the garden grow.
I'm a constant motion in a single plane, ignoring the pleasure and ignoring the pain.
Velocity is steady and the path is clear, leaving the wreckage of the yesteryear. No turning back to the left or the right, chasing the horizon through the neon light. In a linear drift, sliding through the day, watching the colors as they turn to gray. A constant vibration in the middle of the road, carrying a heavy and a hidden load.
The geometry of life is a cruel design when you're stuck on the border of a
Finish line. I've been a circle
and I've been a square.
now I'm just an arrow in the chilly air. The perspective is narrow, but the focus is sharp. Listen to the tension on the electric harp. Don't look at the houses or the passing trees, just follow the scent of the salty seas. Momentum is a ghost that will never sleep. Promises are easier for a drifter to keep. In a linear drift, sliding through the day, watching the colors as they turn to gray. A constant vibration in the middle of the road, carrying a heavy and a hidden load.
This long distance trek,
Or are we just echoes that are never coming back?
the mathematics of the soul are quite complex.
Wondering exactly
What is coming up next?
keep moving, keep straight, don't hesitate. In a linear drift, sliding through the day, watching the colors as they turn to gray. A constant vibration in the middle of the road, carrying a heavy and a hidden load. Drifting on until the dawn is gone. Linear flow. dark brown circle on the table made of pine, a signature of sorrow from a bottle of the wine.
Or maybe it's the bourbon
that we shared until the dawn, a messy little map of a love that's mostly gone.
I've tried to scrub the wood with a rag and with some lye, but the memory is stubborn and it refuses to die.
It's soaked into the grain, it's soaked into the soul,
a permanent reminder
that I'm no longer whole. The amber residue of a late night mistake, the heavy-hearted morning and the spirits that break. It's a whiskey stain, a ring of spent desire, left behind the ashes of a cold and dying fire. You can't hide the evidence, you can't wash it away. The mark of the midnight in the middle of the day.
I remember how the glass looked shimmering and bright before the liquid courage
Turned into a bitter fight.
Every sip was a promise that we didn't mean to keep.
Now we're just two shadows in a house that's half asleep. The wood has absorbed all the secrets we spilled, every hollow dream and every wish that we killed. It's a rustic calligraphy, a narrative of thirst, finding out exactly which one of us was cursed. One more drink for the road that we're never gonna take, in the silence of the room where the morning begins to wake. It's a whiskey stain, a ring of spent desire, left behind the ashes of a cold and dying fire. You can't hide the evidence, you can't wash it away. The mark of the midnight in the middle of the day. Be a warning to the spirit and the moth. It's a trophy of the battle, it's a medal of the fall, written on the furniture and written on the wall. Brown ring, bitter, it's a whiskey stain, a ring of spent desire,
left behind the ashes
of a cold and dying fire. tangled in the rafters of this mind of mine. The lavender shadows are beginning to creep across the threshold of a troubled sleep.
I'm breathing in the haze of a spent regret, a velvet curtain that I haven't pulled yet. The neon sign is flickering a bruised up glow to the rhythm of a river that is moving slow.
Nothing is solid, nothing is quite real, when the amethyst clouds are the only thing you feel. Oh, purple smoke rising from the floor, I don't wanna see the world anymore. Hide the sharp corners and the jagged-edged truth in the swirling vapor of our wasted youth.
I've got a cigar and a box of old blues and a dusty pair of worn-out traveling shoes. The air is getting thick and the light is getting low. I'm ready for the embers and the afterglow.
The edges of the room are starting to blur, like the soft vibration of a kitten's purr. I'll find a melody in the middle of the mist, a ghostly secret that was never kissed, dissolving the borders between the day and night, turning the darkness into ultraviolet light. Oh, purple smoke rising from the floor, I don't wanna see the world anymore. Hide the sharp corners and the jagged-edged truth in the swirling vapor of our wasted youth.
It's a chemical dance,
It's a spiritual flight
through the hazy corridors of a dream-filled night.
Don't look for the exit,
Don't look for the sun.
the journey of the smoke has only just begun. Slowly rising,
So
disguising. Purple smoke rising from the floor, I don't wanna see the world anymore. Hide the sharp corners and the jagged-edged truth in the swirling vapor of our wasted youth. Vanish away into the haze. Purple smoke, end of the maze. hearth is cold and the logs have turned to ash. ghostly glow from a long forgotten flash.
I'm blowing on the gray
with a desperate kind of breath, looking for a pulse in the middle of this death.
One tiny orange eye is staring from the soot, tangled in the shadows at the chimney, soot-black foot. It's a stubborn little survivor of the massive roaring blaze,
a flicker of the passion from our incandescent days, feeding it with whispers in the dry leaves of the fall, trying to paint a light upon the darkening bedroom wall. It's a cinder spark
dancing on the edge,
a glowing little promise,
a microscopic pledge.
not enough to burn the house, but enough to see the way to the early morning borders of a resurrecting day.
I've seen the forest fire
And the furnace of the mill,
but the power of the small thing
is a greater kind of thrill.
it doesn't need a mountain
It doesn't need a pyre
to carry all the essence.
of a holy ancient fire.
The winter's at the window,
And the frost is on the glass, watching all the heavy-hearted I see moments pass.
I'll shield it with my palm
From the draft beneath the door, until the warmth is spreading across the wooden floor.
the smallest bit of courage
Is the brightest thing of all,
standing in the wreckage
where the giant timbers fall. It's a cinder spark
dancing on the edge,
a glowing little promise,
a microscopic pledge.
not enough to burn the house, but enough to see the way to the early morning borders of a resurrecting day.
Don't let the oxygen go thin,
Or the spirit go to sleep
it's the only bit of magic.
that we're allowed to keep.
Nurture the vibrations,
Celebrate the tidy glow in the secret places where the embers like to grow. Glow, fade, the choice we made. It's a cinder spark dancing on the edge,
a glowing little promise.
a microscopic pledge. No, not enough to burn a house, but enough to see the way to the early morning borders of a resurrecting day. Keep it alive. Anchor drops with a muffled, heavy thud. Beneath the surface of the harbor's silver mud. No more white caps, no more salt upon the skin. Finally the stillness of the heart can begin.
I wrestled with the gale and the hurricane's roar, searching for the outline of a friendly shore. My sails are tattered and my hull is turning gray, but I found a sanctuary inside of the bay.
The lighthouse is resting, its work is finally done, waiting for the arrival of the morning sun. In the quiet harbor where the water is still, safe from the hunger and the winter's chill, rest your weary head upon the wooden deck. No more heavy chains around a sailor's neck.
The ropes are creaking in a rhythmic kind of song to the places in the distance where we used to belong. The gulls are sleeping on the tops of the poles, guarding the secrets of our travel-worn souls.
The tide is rising in a slow and steady creep, folding the village into a dream-heavy sleep. I light a candle in the cabin of the boat and write a final letter that I'll never have to float. The stars are reflecting in the mirror of the deep. Promises we're finally allowed to keep. In the quiet harbor where the water is still, safe from the hunger and the winter's chill, rest your weary head upon the wooden deck. No more heavy chains around a sailor's neck.
Atmosphere is mellow and divine.
No more navigation, no more looking at the stars, healing the bruises and the deep-seated scars. Hush, the water, come, the daughter. In the quiet harbor where the water is still, safe from the hunger and the winter's chill, rest your weary head upon the wooden deck. No more heavy chains around a sailor's neck.
Drop the heavy load.
No more open road. Quiet harbor. heavy-duty clay, far below the surface of the optimistic day. There's a sharp taste in juice and the fiber and the vein, sucking up the essence of the sorrow and the rain.
I dug into the garden just to see what I could find. Not a dark intention
in the cellar of the mind. It's a stubborn kind of plant that refuses to be killed, growing in the places where the liquid has been spilled. The flower might be pretty, but the source is very deep, waking up the demons that were meant to stay asleep. It's a bitter root, gripping on the stone, the hardest kind of wisdom that a human's ever known. It twists and it turns in the darkness of the soil, the product of a lifetime and a prehistoric toil. I've tried to pull it out with a shovel and a chain, but it's anchored to the bedrock in the center of the brain. You have to learn to live with the flavor of the bite if you want to walk the distance of the extra little mile. There's a tonic in the poison if you measure it just right, to help you find the courage in the middle of the fight. It's the medicine of honesty, the therapy of grit, a slow burning fire in the center of the pit. Everything that's beautiful has a dark and dirty start, deep inside the chambers of a monumental heart. It's a bitter root, gripping on the stone, the hardest kind of wisdom that a human's ever known. It twists and it turns in the darkness of the soil, the product of a lifetime and a prehistoric toil. feeling transparency rising through the air, leaving the gravity of every little care. The city is shrinking like a toy on the floor as we climb toward the ceiling of a 1,000,000-story door.
I'm looking through the walls at the world down below, watching the ants and the traffic light glow. It's a vertical journey in a crystalline box, breaking the chains and the heavy-duty locks.
Going up, going higher than the eagles can fly, touching the belly of the electric blue sky. In a glass elevator, suspended in the light, ascending the tower in the middle of the night. Smooth as a whisper and fast as a dream, a silver reflection in a vertical stream.
The lobby is a memory, the street is a ghost. I'm heading for the summit where I'm needed the most. No stops in the middle, no buttons to press, escaping the pressure and the modern day stress. The clouds are rushing past like a high-speed train, washing the windows of the sorrow and the rain. I can see the curvature of the earth's lonely face from the silent comfort of this elevated space. Don't look down, just look at the view. Everything's changing and everything's new. In a glass elevator, suspended in the light, ascending the tower in the middle of the night. Smooth as a whisper and fast as a dream, a silver reflection in a vertical stream. Yeah. Weightless and floating in a vacuum of glass,
Watching the centuries and the decades pass,
we're the only ones moving in a world standing still,
driven by the power
of a mechanical will.
going up to the top, going up to the top. In a glass elevator, suspended in the light, ascending the tower in the middle of the night. Smooth as a whisper and fast as a dream, a silver reflection in a vertical stream. Higher and higher, leaving the fire. Glass elevator. Clouds are draped like fabric overhead. Across the valley where the light is spread,
a textile woven by the cooling breeze,
above the silhouettes of willow trees.
I'm drifting through this lavender expanse,
giving my weary heart a second chance.
The atmosphere is soft against my face,
a giant canvas in the depths of space.
no jagged seams or rough-edged lines today,
Just a seamless vault where the planets play. Oh, underneath the satin sky so wide, there's nowhere left for a soul to hide. A shimmering glow on a world of blue, touching the edges of me and you.
I've seen the thunder and the lightning strike,
The kind of fury that a man might like,
but now I crave the smoothness of the sheen,
a quiet beauty that is felt and seen.
the stars and needles piercing through the cloth,
Attracting spirits like a silver moth,
the texture of the night is cool and deep.
watching the city as it falls to sleep.
Wrap the horizon in a silk embrace,
Wiping the worry from every human face. Oh, underneath the satin sky so wide,
there's nowhere left
for a soul to hide. A shimmering glow on a world of blue, touching the edges of me and you.
It doesn't matter if the sun goes down,
Or if the shadows overtake the town,
this canopy of light will never fray.
keeping the heavy-hearted ghosts at bay.
Silk
And air,
peace,
everywhere. Underneath the satin sky so wide,
there's nowhere left
for a soul to hide. A shimmering glow on a world of blue, touching The anchor drops with a muffled, heavy thud. Beneath the surface of the harbor's silver mud.
No more white caps, no more
Salt upon the skin. Finally the stillness of the heart can begin.
I've wrestled with the gale and the hurricane's roar,
Searching for the outline of a friendly shore.
My sails are tattered
And my hull is turning gray,
but I found a sanctuary
inside of the bay. The lighthouse is resting, its work is finally done, waiting for the arrival of the morning sun. In the quiet harbor, where the water is still, safe from the hunger and the winter's chill.
Rest your weary head
Upon the wooden deck, no more heavy chains around a sailor's neck.
The ropes are creaking in a rhythmic kind of song to the places in the distance where we used to belong. The gulls are sleeping on the tops of the poles,
Guarding the secrets of our travel-worn souls.
the tide is rising in a slow and steady creep.
Folding the village into a dream, heavy sleep.
I'll light a candle in the cabin of a boat
And write a final letter that I'll never have to float.
The stars are reflecting
In the mirror of the deep, promises we're finally allowed to keep. In the quiet harbor, where the water is still, safe from the hunger and the winter's chill.
Rest your weary head
Upon the wooden deck, no more heavy chains around a sailor's neck. The far horizon line, but here the atmosphere is mellow and divine. No more navigation, no more looking at the stars, healing the bruises and the deep-seated scars. The daughter in the quiet harbor, where the water is still,
safe from the hunger,
safe from the hunger and the winter's chill.
Rest your weary head,
Rest your weary head upon the wooden deck. No more heavy chains around a sailor's neck. Drop the heavy load,
no more
open forgotten country lane, burnished by the sunshine and polished by the rain. A lucky little token with a profile of a king, the only bit of fortune that the morning had to bring.
It's worth a lot of nothing in the markets of the rich, but it's enough to keep a man from falling in the ditch.
I'll flip it in the air just to see which way it lands, a piece of dusty copper in my calloused, trembling hands.
Small change for a big world that's moving way too fast,
A metallic reminder
of a value built to last.
just a copper penny shining in the mud, tainted by the sweat and the spirit and the blood.
It won't buy a kingdom
Or a mansion on the hill,
but it's a tiny miracle
it's worth $1 still.
I carried it in my pocket through the winters and the frost, the only thing I managed to keep when I was lost.
It's turned a little green at the edges of the rim, like a fading memory that's growing dark and dim.
I'll
Trade it for a wish at the bottom of the well, a secret that the water is never gonna tell. Or I'll keep it as a treasure in a velvet-lined box, stronger than the iron and the heavy-duty locks.
1 cent for your thoughts in the middle of the night,
Before the early arrival
of the horizontal light.
just a copper penny shining in the mud, tainted by the sweat and the spirit and the blood.
It won't buy a kingdom
Or a mansion on the hill,
but it's a tiny miracle
that's worth $1 still.
Keep your diamonds and your bars of solid gold. I'll take the humble stories that the copper has to hold.
It's been through 1,000 pockets and 1,000,000 different hands, a traveler of the alleys and the wide open lands. Heads up, tails down, the luck of the town.
Just a copper penny
Shining in the mud, tainted by the sweat and the spirit and the blood.
It won't buy a kingdom
Or a mansion on the hill,
but it's a tiny miracle
that's worth $1 still. Keep it in your shoe, lucky through and through. Copper penny cold and the logs have turned to ash, a ghostly glow from a long forgotten flash. I'm blowing on the grave with a desperate kind of breath, looking for a pulse in the middle of this death.
One tiny orange eye is staring from the soot, tangled in the shadows at the chimney, soot Blackfoot. It's a stubborn little survivor of the massive roaring blaze, a flicker of the passion from our incandescent days. Feeding it with whispers in the dry leaves of the fall, trying to paint a light upon the darkening bedroom wall. It's a cinder spark dancing on the edge, a glowing little promise, a microscopic pledge. Not enough to burn the house, but enough to see the way to the early morning borders of a resurrecting day. I've seen the forest fire and the furnace of the mill, but the power of the small thing is a greater kind of thrill.
It doesn't need a mountain, it doesn't need a pyre to carry all the essence of a holy ancient fire.
The winter's at the window
and the frost is on the glass,
watching all the heavy-hearted
icy moments pass.
I'll shield it with my palm
from the draft beneath the door, until the warmth is spreading across the wooden floor. The smallest bit of courage is the brightest thing of all, standing in the wreckage where the giant timbers fall. It's a cinder spark dancing on the edge, a glowing little promise, a microscopic pledge. Not enough to burn the house, but enough to see the way to the early morning borders of a resurrecting day. It's the only bit of magic that we're allowed to keep. Nurture the vibration, celebrate the tiny glow in the secret places where the embers like to grow. Glow, fade,
the choice we made.
It's a cinder spark dancing on the edge, a glowing little promise, a microscopic pledge. Not enough to burn the house, but enough to see the way to the early morning borders of a resurrecting day. Keep it alive,
wait for the fire to arrive.
Cinder spark. is spinning in a frantic little dance, leaving my direction to the mercy of a chance.
North is just a memory, south is just a lie, underneath the hollow of a starless indigo sky. I got the brass casing in the cracked glass face, a relic of a journey that I never can erase. The magnets have surrendered to the iron in the ground, searching for a silence that is never quite found. No true orientation, no steady point of light, just wandering the canyons in the middle of the night. It's a broken compass in a trembling hand, mapping out the borders of an undiscovered land. The path is gone and the landmarks are all wrong, but we're still moving to the rhythm of a lonely song. I followed every map that the experts ever drew, only to find out that none of them were true. I'll throw away the chart and I'll throw away the scale, and let the wind determine where I'm gonna set the sail. The magnetism's faded like an old forgotten flame. Everything looks different, but the shadows stay the same. I'm trusting in the intuition buried in the bone, finding that I'm better off just walking all alone. Lost is just a word for a soul that's finally free to drift upon the surface of an uncharted sea. It's a broken compass in a trembling hand, mapping out the borders of an undiscovered land. The path is gone and the landmarks are all wrong, but we're still moving to the rhythm of a lonely song. Maybe there's a wisdom in not knowing where to go, letting all the mystery and the secret feelings grow. You don't need a heading when you're already right here, standing in the center of a monumental year, spinning around. The lost is found. It's a broken compass in a trembling hand, mapping out the borders of an undiscovered land. The path is gone and the landmarks are all wrong, but we're still moving to the rhythm of a lonely song. Which way is home? No
transparency rising through the air,
leaving the gravity
of every little care. The city is shrinking like a toy on the floor as we climb toward the ceiling of a million-story door.
I'm looking through the walls at the world down below, watching the ants and the traffic light glow. It's a vertical journey in a crystalline box, breaking the chains and the heavy-duty locks.
Going up, going higher than the eagles can fly, touching the belly of the electric blue sky. In a glass elevator, suspended in the light, ascending the tower in the middle of the night. Smooth as a whisper and fast as a dream, a silver reflection in a vertical stream.
The lobby is a memory, the street is a ghost. I'm heading for the summit where I'm needed the most.
No stops in the middle, no buttons to press, escaping the pressure and the modern day stress.
The clouds are rushing past like a high-speed train,
washing the windows of the sorrow and the rain.
I can see the curvature of the earth's lonely face
from the silent comfort of this elevated space. Don't look down, just look at the view. Everything's changing and everything's new. In a glass elevator, suspended in the light, ascending the tower in the middle of the night. Smooth as a hasn't been open for a decade or more. The ivy's climbing up the handle and the door.
It's stuck in a position of welcome and away, in the middle of the garden where the shadows like to play. I got a jar of oil and a heavy iron key, trying to unlock the part of you that's still in me.
But the metal is stubborn and the hinges are tight,
fighting against the pressure
and the fading of the light.
A little bit of friction,
a little bit of grit,
a heart that's grown
weary of the fire and the pit. It's a rusty latch on a forgotten garden gate,
guarding all the secrets
that we left to navigate.
Give it one more pull,
give it one more try,
underneath the ceiling of the heavy
violet sky.
The corrosion is a witness to the salt in the air, the residue of silence and the ghost of a prayer.
I can hear the metal groaning as I lean against the wood, wishing I could change the things I never understood.
Let the weather do its work on the
Copper and the tin,
let the wildflowers
find a way to grow within.
We don't need to force it, we don't need to break the lock.
Just listen to the turning of the ancient inner clock.
The red dust of time
is a beautiful stain,
a story written clearly
by the wind and by the rain. It's a rusty latch on a forgotten garden gate,
guarding all the secrets
that we left to navigate.
Give it one more pull,
give it one more try,
underneath the ceiling
of the heavy violet sky.
To swing with a simple, easy grace, when we were the rulers of this hallowed little place.
Now it's just a barrier, a boundary of rust,
turning every promise into particles of dust.
creak and groan, all on its own. It's a rusty latch on a forgotten garden gate, guarding all the secrets that we left to navigate. Give it one more pull, give it one more try,
underneath the ceiling of the heavy violet sky. Let it stay closed,
the truth is exposed.
A rusty latch.
but the destination is completely out of view.
Parallel to everything I used to know,
watching the seasons and the garden grow.
I'm a constant motion in a single plane, ignoring the pleasure and ignoring the pain.
Velocity is steady
and the path is clear,
leaving the wreckage of the yesteryear.
No turning back to the left or the right,
chasing the horizon through the neon light. In a linear drift, sliding through the day, watching the colors as they turn to gray. A constant vibration in the middle of the road, carrying a heavy and a hidden load.
The geometry of life is a cruel design when you're stuck on the border of a finish line. I've been a circle and I've been a square, now I'm just an arrow in the chilly air.
The perspective is narrow but the focus is sharp. Listen to the tension on the electric harp. Don't look at the houses or the passing trees, just follow the scent of the salty seas. Momentum is a ghost that will never sleep. Promises are easier for a drifter to keep. In a linear drift, sliding through the day, watching the colors as they turn to gray. A constant vibration in the middle of the road, carrying a heavy and a hidden load.
Is there an ending to this long-distance track?
Are we just echoes that are never coming back?
The mathematics of the soul are quite complex,
Wondering exactly what is coming up next. Keep moving, keep straight. Don't hesitate. In a linear drift, sliding through the day, watching the colors as they turn to gray. A constant vibration in the middle of the road, carrying a heavy and a hidden load. Drifting on until the dawn is gone. Linear flow. Lying in the moss, where the dampness starts to seep, secrets in the timber that the forest used to keep.
The sinner has been eaten by the insects and the time.
A weathered sanctuary in the middle of the prime.
I'm a fallen giant with a belly full of air, echoing the whispers of a long-forgotten prayer.
The bark is thick and rugged, but the heart is gone away. Just a shell of timber in the cooling of the day, resonating loudly with the thunder and the rain. A wooden resonator for the pleasure and the pain. It's a hollow log, a drum for the wind, where the ending of the story is about to begin. Nothing on the inside but the shadows and the ghost in the quiet places where we needed the most.
I've used it as a bridge across a muddy little stream, walking on the fragments of a prehistoric dream.
It's stronger than it looks and it's older than it seems,
Held together only by the sunlight and the beams.
The squirrels and the foxes have a kingdom in the dark, sheltered from the furnace of a summer-scented spark. I'll sit upon the surface and I'll listen to the ground, tracing all the ripples of a subterranean sound. Empty, but it's heavy with the wisdom of the earth, a cavern of a spirit for a monumental birth. It's a hollow log, a drum for the wind, where the ending of the story is about to begin. Nothing on the inside but the shadows and the ghosts in the quiet places where we needed the most. You can hear the echo when you knock upon the side, a place for all the memories and the honesty to hide. It doesn't need a blossom and it doesn't need a leaf to be the perfect vessel for a temporary grief. Thump, thump, over the hump. It's a hollow log, a drum for the wind, where the ending of the story is about to begin. Nothing on the inside but the shadows and the ghosts in the quiet places where we needed the most. Wooden drum, listen to it hum. Hollow log, dark brown circle on the table made of pine, the signature of sorrow from a bottle of the wine.
Or maybe it's the bourbon that we shared until the dawn, a messy little map of a love that's mostly gone. I've tried to scrub the wood with a rag and with some light, but the memory is stubborn and it refuses to die.
It's soaked into the grain,
it's soaked into the soul,
a permanent reminder
that I'm no longer whole. The amber residue of a late night mistake,
the heavy-hearted morning and the spirits that break.
it's a whiskey stain,
A ring of spent desire,
left behind the ashes
of a cold and dying fire.
You can't hide the evidence,
You can't wash it away.
the mark of the midnight
In the middle of the day,
I remember how the glass looked, shimmering and bright, before the liquid courage turned into a bitter fight.
every sip was a promise that we didn't mean to keep.
Now we're just two shadows
In a house that's half asleep.
The wood has absorbed all the secrets we spilled,
Every hollow dream and every wish that we killed. It's a rustic calligraphy, a narrative of thirst, finding out exactly which one of us was cursed.
one more drink for the road that we're never gonna take.
In the silence of the room where the morning begins to wake, a whiskey stain, a ring of spent desire,
Left behind the ashes
of a cold and dying fire. You can't hide the evidence, you can't wash it away.
the mark of the
Midnight in the middle of the day.
Don't cover it with coaster,
Don't cover it with cloth.
let it be a warning.
To the spirit and the moth,
It's a trophy of the battle,
it's a medal of the fall,
written on the furniture
and written on the wall.
brown ring, bitter thing.
It's a whiskey stain, a ring of spent desire,
Left behind the ashes